everyone, my name is Crimson, and welcome to MineColonies. I'm very excited to start this journey with you, but unfortunately, before we can actually start the mod, we have to start the basics of Minecraft. Which is, of course, punching a tree. Ah, so satisfying. Love it. So we'll get ourselves the basic gear. As you can see, we get a ton of quests, so eventually we'll be able to gain a lot of just free items from the actual quests themselves. However, look at that, craft a table on a stick, so we can always, I believe it's backspace? Yeah. We can just make gear, we can make anything we want actually, right off the bat. Let's see, let's make all our basic tools. For this mod pack, you get to choose a style for your colony. They have a few base styles you can choose from. I believe they have a Discord and a Patreon that have additional style packs that you can choose from. For this colony, I'm debating on a couple of styles. We'll get to those after we get a build tool. Let's see if we can actually get a build tool. No, actually no, we'll hold off on the build tool for now. For now, we're going to search for some Minecraft basics, the food, bed, and of course, a place to build your colony. Oh. Looks like a zombie had a bad day. When building your colony, you want to have a relatively large, flat area to build. There are styles that would be better for like hilly biomes, kind of like this one, like this kind of hill biome area. But for most colonies, you want to have a relatively flat surface to work with. Otherwise, you're going to have to do a lot more terraforming, and we are not ready for that. There is a skulk sensor. Why is there a skulk sensor? I made an achievement. X marks the spot. What? Okay, so there's going to be a ton of extra loot for a lot of these areas. Efficiency to okay. Just because I am playing in the All of the Mods 10 mod pack, so we will have access to so many extra things, which will make our progression through the mod pack much quicker. But it could also make things a little challenging depending on the route we decide to go. I'm going to be focusing pretty purely on MineColonies. Well, we haven't found a place to build, but we did find string. And with the string, we should be able to make a backpack. First, we need a chest. Do we have enough? Yeah. Very useful for the very beginning of any playthrough, especially modded, since they give you so many just random little trinkets and things to loot. It is nuts how much they just give you. I have diamond pants. Like, I found diamond pants like in a thing. It is, this mod pack is absolutely insane. Okay, I think we may have found where we want to set up. It's relatively flat through here. Like, I believe we got some mountains here that we can use as like a natural barrier. Not really a mountain, but still some natural barriers around here. It's not flat, but like it's flat enough for our purposes. And it looks like we have a bunch of different types of wood surrounding us. So I think here is probably a really good place, because like we also have a bunch of water around us, which is what we need for the fishermen's huts and any boats we want to end up having. So I think this is a good spot to do it. So our next item of business is we need to figure out if we want a supply camp or a supply ship. So a supply camp and the supply ship, they're essentially like starter bases that you can just place down that gives you everything you need to get started for MineColonies. And I'm thinking of going with maybe a supply ship, because usually when I place down a supply camp, I use it as my, player base. And then once I get to, I slowly start to disassemble the camp and use it as a way to supply my colonists with all the materials they need. So the supply camp eventually ends up disappearing, which I should not do. I should try to do something that essentially keeps the supply camp around. So I'm thinking a supply ship. This is a way to do that. Let's see what we need to make one. Supply ship. So we need a white banner, boats with chest and iron bars. Okay. Let's get, ooh, mossy stone. I don't know if I want to break the mossy stone. Let's get some regular cobble going. There we go. I am gonna have to break this mossy stone, which is fine. So we can get... Where did it... Excuse me? Oh. I just didn't pick it up, my bad. Okay, so we need to get furnace. Somewhere around here should be... Like, sometimes you can find like these random little geodes. I don't know if they're geodes or if they're supposed to be meteorites, but there's like little things, like little supply caches, I guess is the best way to say it. So let's get our base established. Let's see if we can find one. Ah, here we go. See, this is what I'm talking about. We need... It's like a little... It's essentially I've been calling them meteorites because they look kind of like just a chunk of meteor just hanging out. So let's get ourselves a better pickaxe to use so we can upgrade these. Okay, this should be all the iron we need. We may need some more wood. Yeah, we're gonna need more wood to make some more... to make more boats. Okay, that should be all we need. That's just actually more than what we need. So we need... That is too many boats. Oh no. Well, let's make let's make a bunch. Make our iron bars. And then no, that's just the iron bars. Now we need the... Let's do the supply ship. Right, we need a banner. Okay, now we can make our banner and our supply ship. Nice. I had 2 extra boats. Alright, let's get this place down, see what our options are. Haha, okay, so this will give us access to our styles. Ooh, there's a new one. I'll have to check that one out later. So, but we're going to skip past those ones for now, so I'm thinking either we do the actual MineColonies style, or we go for one of the medieval ones. I'm thinking maybe the medieval oak would be our best bet. Seems to be what we have around us the most. So let's do the medieval oak and place ship. There we go. Okay, let's get myself out of here real quick. Ooh, okay. So this is like massive ship. Okay, just based off the map, it looks like we should probably have it swiveled this way, because it's essentially a dead end here on the map. Let's actually pull up the map. Yeah, like a dead end's here, like there's no continuation here. But there's like all this water that looks like it's coming like towards us, so having the boat come into right, I think here is probably like a really good spot. Alright, let me see. I need to make sure it's actually in the water itself so it doesn't mess with the water physics. Not messing with anything else. And we're not going to have to swim too far to actually get to the supply ship for anything. Honestly, I think this is a good place to start. So we'll right-click again, hit the check mark. Boom. And we have started the MineColonies straight away. Let's check out this boat, see what we got. They like to hide things in their boats. Like, so there'll be like extra stuff like hidden away. You could like find blocks of diamond, like all sorts of random just Easter egg blocks essentially. It doesn't look like we get any here, up here. They're probably all down below, but you never know. You never know. So let's see, we have, here we go, like a little captain's area. What we got here. Aha! So here's the town hall, which we will need. I'll throw all this in there, and the builder's tool, which is something else we're going to need. Let's see, I'll keep the rest of this on me. Well, except for maybe the iron bars. There you go, in there for now. Let's see, let's continue exploring, see what else they give us. Because they usually give you items that you need specifically for each style. So like, yeah, cobblestone, oak logs, stone, water bottles. There we go, food to get your colonists started. A couple beds, there we go. So we have like other beds we can use. Like I said, you have to kind of like flick through things and you'll find stuff. Here's some more oak. Bunch of just like starter tools. I will take the axe. Bunch of kelp. I'll probably end up taking all this kelp and wheat out eventually, but for now we'll leave it. Some storage racks, all useful stuff. Sweet, so yeah, this is essentially home base. I'll pull all our items off of the land, and this land will be where we start. But for now, let's actually... It is obstructed. Okay, we'll sleep on the bottom bunk. Alright, let's play around with the town hall. We'll get that placed, because once the town hall is placed, that will be essentially the start of the colony. So we need to figure out where we want to put it. It's also very hard to do when we have all these extra things like seeds and flowers and grass cluttering the ground, but we will clear that out with time. For now, let's see, I don't want to go too far from our supply ship. Let's actually see how big the town hall is. So it'll be in fundamentals, town hall. We have two options. We have the regular town hall. Right, let me get up here. Let's actually pull this out of the ground. Move it away so we can actually see it. Okay, so town hall will go underground. Looks like there's like a section underneath. Look back down a little, so we have a rough idea of what it's actually going to look like. Okay, let's see, and it goes up in levels. So let's just go straight to level 3. Ooh, okay. It's definitely much bigger. I don't think I was looking at the entryway before. Is the entrance on this side? It's kind of hard to tell. Well, then let's shoot up to level 5. Level 5 will tell us where the entrance is. Dang, this is really cool. Let's pull it out of the ground once more so we can see what's going on. I think... Wow, okay, so yeah, this is the entrance, I believe. Yep, stairway in. So yeah, this is the entryway. This is the entrance. So this is what the original one is. Let's take a look at the alternate one at level 1. So the town hall is like so. It looks like this is probably the entryway. Ooh, and this one's much bigger. Let's shoot this one straight up to level 5. Ooh, wow, okay. Yeah, this one is massive for a town hall. That's really cool. You know, I don't know, we may go with maybe with this one. It's a little smaller, but it may be kind of what we're looking for. You know what? Let me move the town hall. Maybe if we put it higher up, so like it sits up higher. It's like this is the hall. This is where everything happens. Let's see. Let's actually, I have made the decision. We're going to have the alternate town hall. Make sure we have it set to the right height. Ugh. There's a town hall block. Level 5. Yeah, definitely the entryway there. Yep, okay, so we'll do the alternate town hall. It's gonna be much bigger. It'll take longer to build. But I think it'll be more of what I'm looking for in terms of style. So let's do that. Level 1, hit accept. Awesome. So we now have our colony started. Next step is to come up to it, and now we get to name it. Let's call this River's End. Since the river essentially ends here. So I think that works. River's End. Signed covenant and found the colony. Sweet. So with that, colonists will begin to spawn. We also have, you can see on the map, there's a gray border. That is the size of our colony, which we can begin pushing the borders of the colony by building guard posts. We won't get to there today. Oh, look at that. We got our first colonist. Belle Allard. Hello, Belle. Let's make sure we have medieval oak. Colony color. Fine with white. Let's do the banner real quick, actually. Let's give let's see, let's do, I think white's fine with that. River's End. Let's see. What would be a good one for River's End? Here we go. Looks like a siren here. Let's make that siren blue. And actually, no, let's do, there we go. That there. Number 2 will be the siren. We'll make the siren orange. So we'll have blue and orange for our colony colors. Boom. Colony pack medieval oak. So yeah, we should have colonists spawning with medieval style clothing. Excellent. So our next order of business is we need a builder's hut. The builder's hut is how you will build everything, essentially. Your builder will build all the things for you. So we need to make a door. I completely screwed up the recipe. Here we go. And then now we can do builder's hut. We just want the one for now. But let's see what they got. Fundamentals, builder's hut. We have 2 versions of the builder's hut. Okay. So we have the regular version. Which looks very simple. I enjoy the simplicity. Level 3. It's kind of nuts seeing like how much bigger these get. This is really cool. Okay, I like the basic one. Let's check out the alt. Okay, this one looks like it has like a path leading through it, so it may be a good one to have as like almost like a wall, like a walkway. Like it gives you fun, like a good little alleyway to go through it, actually. So once again, we may go with the... We might have to just go with the alleyway. We'll go with the alternative style pack here. So before we get that set down, we're gonna come over here to settings, auto hiring off. You want to make sure that you're the one who sets who works where, because certain colonists will have certain stats. And each stat is better for different jobs around the colony. So let's do manage worker here. So yeah, Belle will be our builder, like has the better stats for it, 8 and 8, where everybody else is pretty low. So we'll hire Belle. And we'll tell her to come over here. See how she looks in her build style. Nice, she has a nice little builder's outfit. So to get the building to actually build, we have to go to build options. It shows you everything you need. So we need oak planks, dirt, crafting table, coarse dirt, just all this stuff. So we'll have to make all this, and then we'll have to give that to her. So we'll do assign builder, Kel, begin building. So she'll also start clearing out everything. She's eventually going to ask actually for some tools, so we'll have to give her a couple tools to get her going. We'll come back to that. We'll give her there you go. Give her a wooden shovel so she can start clearing out what she needs to clear out. And ooh, she's going to need a pickaxe actually. Let's clear this for her. Sometimes it's better for you to clear things out for your colonists. Sometimes it's better to let them do it. I'm going to help her out with all of these flowers because they will fill up her inventory otherwise. Let's see, so like she now needs, yep, she needs a pickaxe. I'll come back to you for that. All right. Let's actually make her one so she has it. Actually, let's just do I'm the colony master. Let's give her open request fulfilled. Boom. She took my stone pickaxe. Ah, you suck. All right. But so now all she'll have to do is clear out what she needs to clear out. And once we give her everything she needs, she will actually start to build. Okay, we got everything that we need together. However, there was a tragedy. 2 of our colonists have unfortunately perished to a zombie. That is one downside of the colony at the start. If you're not prepared to sleep right away, your colonists are very vulnerable to the undead and other mobs. So we'll have to get them a tavern built eventually. It's probably going to be the next thing we put down alongside a farmer's hut. But for now, we got everything we need for a new... Hello. Oh my gosh, if we had a diamond pickaxe, he could have gave us a really good pickaxe. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any. I don't have a diamond pickaxe. Unfortunate. Anyway, before we get so rudely interrupted, we can now get a new builder over here. Unfortunately, no one as good as Belle, though their stats will increase the longer they're in the job. So that's not too big of a deal. It just would have been nice, you know, to have the 8 and 8 to start, but we'll go from there. Let's see. Looks like, let's see, adaptability, placement, and break speed. Athletics is also placement and break speed, so it doesn't really matter. Let's do Hunter. Hunter will be our new builder. All right, Hunter, we have everything you need, I believe. Yeah, we have everything you need. Let's see if we can just do, yeah, right here. We'll just put it all in. Oh, we'll have to give him some more dirt. That's okay. He has everything else to get him started. So let's roll a time lapse. And just like that, we have the builder's hut. Let's take a look. Yeah, pretty simple, but pretty much every level 1 building is going to be in, except for the town hall. The town hall will probably be the one that looks the most intricate at level 1, I would say. Now that it's getting dark, it's reminding me I'm gonna get the tavern for them built, so they have a place to stay. That may involve some more, they'll have more requirements. So let's see, tavern, we need a barrel. Simple enough. Boom. Alright, let's go. Well, actually, we'll sleep real quick so our colonists don't die to mobs. Honestly, I think, yeah, this will be where we place the tavern. That's actually, now that I'm thinking on it, grab that stone pick. Let's just clear out all of this real quick. Uh-oh. Oh no, one of our citizens. Nope. Ah, gosh, no. Our citizens keep dying. Aw, man. I mean, at least it wasn't the builder this time. Let's actually start gathering everything we need for the tavern and get the tavern built. That way we can have our colonists be safe before the end of the episode, and we don't have to worry about them dying at night, especially while we're crafting. So let me gather everything I need, and I will be right back with another time lapse. And just like that, we have a tavern. Thank you, Hunter. Now all our colonists have a place that they can stay. Let's take a look at the actual interior, since we weren't able to see most of it before. A little dirty, but you know, level 1. And look, we got our first visitor to the colony. That's right, we can recruit the visitors at the tavern to actually join the colony. So like, if we don't want colonists to spawn in through town hall, we can just turn that off at the town hall and actually hire people on through the tavern itself. Like, the tavern will be where our colonists will spend their evenings, so they are no longer going to be out and about in the dark. They will be protected. Look at them go. Off to bed. Go on, Hunter. Look at that. All citizens tucked into bed. Very nice. Alright, that's going to do it for today's episode. We got the colony established. Town hall right there behind us, right above my head there. Got the builder's hut and a tavern built and ready to go. And of course, there in the back, you can see where we have things ready to go in terms of layout for a cowhands hut. There we go, that's the word. And a farm, so we can get food going for the colonists. I'll get those going in between episodes. Start of next episode, I will probably have time-lapse of those going up. We shall see. And I will also get everything ready to do even more colony building and expansion. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. That is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you next episode.